Welcome, everyone, and thanks for joining us and being a part of the Nikki and Steven Live experience. Nikki and Steven Live, a place where Nikki and Steven can chat, hang, and connect with the amazing Stikker fam.
What up, mother cluckers? What are you doing with your life if you don't put pineapple on pizza? What?
Solo is the worst Star Wars movie ever created.
Toss a coin to
I didn't mean actually.
Oh, Valley of Brown.
Stop, dude. This is dumb. I'm leaving.
Join in on our movie nights.
I can't watch this. Fuck, wait for him to get in. Oh, God. No. No. That's a no from me. Oh, baby feet. No.
Boom.
Oh, fuck it. Can we all give Mr. John Wick a round of applause? A whole round.
Nom nom. Nom nom.
In the eye! In the eye! Ay!
Your favorite show's over? Be there for the rap party.
This is literally the most underrated television show I can personally say I have ever seen.
Word.
That was just such an epic moment that it was just, his speech was so good. Such a massive impact on the universe of Vikings.
There is nothing that you're gonna tell me that's like, he didn't survive. Because, no. La 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 la, I hear nothing.
If you thought this had a happy ending, you haven't been paying attention.
I cry every single time I see that scene again because it's so... I was shaking.
And of course, we are playing some games.
Yep, we're still in a bunch, bitches. Oh my God.
I'm an aggressive accuser.
Really? You are. You're a dick.
Sorry guys, I had to bounce.
Oh my God.
Oh, you missed! Oh, you missed!
Ah, no! Intimidate? I don't know! Oh my God! Oh God! Oh my God! It worked! Okay, so I suck it, you blow it.
I got this fucking thing dangling from my gun now.
That's what he said!
Run! Run!
Run! No!
What?
Bitch!
Oh my God.
Wow. Oh my God! Oh my God! Fucking finally! Holy shit! Ah, shit! Oh my God! Dude, serpentine! Ah! I'm gonna pee my pants, I swear to God! Fuck this shit all day.
I fucked it up. There was a black space in there. I timed it poorly. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. Hope everyone's doing great. I totally missed that timing up. I got like 10 things going on all at once right now. But what's up, Iron? Going to the top of the chat, I saw some conversations. Sharon, hey guys, been watching you guys for 3 years now. I love all your content, so professional. You are by far the most genuinely real people. Nikki, I'm with you on the kids and animals thing. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you for that comment. Delar, that's kind of funny. Never expected to see Nikki again after episode 1 of Game of Thrones. Yeah, and she keeps coming back. Can we react to episode 4 preview? No. We don't watch previews or trailers for anything that's coming up. We do reaction videos. We watch reaction videos, so we don't want to see anything going into the next episode at all. Prophecy Girl, Gomez, Yana, Rihanna, Trisha, Mr. E.T. Hopefully we can get Black Phone on the vote soon. Maybe. We'll see. What's up, Keys? Yes, that Fallen Order fight, I think it took me... I think I did that fight for the entire stream that day. I think I spent like 3 or 4 hours trying to kill that boss. That was fucking horrible. Paul, Matthew, Billy. I'm doing Nikki's job right now. I'm going to do the roll call. Hi, everyone. And just some housekeeping notes. Join the channel at the top of the chat. It's up there, wherever your chat is. If you guys want to join the conversation, the easiest way to guarantee that your question is going to get read out loud is through a super chat. I hate to say that, but that's just the facts. It's the way it goes. Especially once we jump into the podcast, we're kind of just going to be ripping through and having a discussion with us and hanging out. And we'll be looking at chat, obviously. But we guarantee to read every single super chat. Like, that's not even a question. Is that a Ultimate Warrior? No, it's a WrestleMania shirt. It's got a bunch of folks on it. Awesome shirt. I love it. Nikki got it for me. Hey, Steve, is there an option to watch full video reactions for those without Patreon? Yes. If you join the membership on the reaction channel, you get the full show reactions. It's the same link that you get on Patreon. I'm drinking Madrina's coffee. It is our official sponsor of everything that we do. It's delicious cold brew. Comes in a tub like protein. And they also got whole beans. It's amazing. I highly recommend it. You get a discount with our code. Check it out. I picked peppermint mocha today, which is, I think, the best flavor that there is. Do you guys hear music? There should be music playing. I barely hear it. Yeah, they're watch-alongs. You don't get to see the full video on our full reactions. That's against the law. Thumbs it up. Hit that like button. That's a thing here. There's 80 plus people so far here early. There's only 33 likes. Those are amateur numbers. Gotta bump those up. You hear about CM Punk? Yeah, I've been following along with that story. If it's real, which it feels real, CM Punk is, I think it's about time that we acknowledge that he's the problem. He's the problem. Feels like dude could never be happy. I don't know. First time catching a live, awesome. Ellie, thank you. I saw someone else said that. Who else said that up here? Hello, let me scroll. First time catching a live. Who said that? Where was that? From Melissa. Thank you guys for joining us. I want this to become a regular thing. These day streams are great. Doing the podcast live is awesome. And I mean, you guys know from, if you've been around long enough watching our videos, I love to talk. Nikki's hilarious. I think it works. And now that the kids are back in school, we have this little window on some days where I'm doing two things at once. This always comes back and bites me in the butt. And I had to check with Nikki about that saying because I want to make sure that I said it right because she always corrects me on my sayings because I say a lot of shit wrong. Like concoction and contraption, I fuck that up a lot. She's always there to correct me. She completes me. See how that goes? But I was like really tired last night after work and I didn't want to get the arrival video ready last night. So I'm like, I'm just gonna get up early, get it done tomorrow, no problem. And I set my alarm for 8 a.m. and then I don't get up till like 9:15. And now I'm scrambling to get the friggin' arrival video done before we go live for the podcast, and I'm still waiting to get the damn full reaction uploaded. But I got the movie reaction posted, so that's good. And it's doing very well, which is nice to see. So this is going to be the first week that patrons get to vote on movie night. That's going to be fun. And of course, if you're a member here, you get to vote on movie night. And if you're a member of both, you've earned the right to get double the vote. Law Abiding Citizen was such a good movie. How do you send money here? I want to tip. So there's the super chat function. And there's also a tip link. Excited for episode 4? Yes. We will definitely get into that. I'll do in Discord again. What do you... Yana, what are you asking about? Yeah, if anyone ever wants to contribute, the super chats here are great. The tips are awesome. We appreciate all of it. None of it obviously is expected. Nikki's coming. She's getting ready. All of that helps towards the ultimate goal of becoming full-time creators, because that's our goal. That is now the goal more than ever, to be honest. So... been following since 2018. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Having a double vote is a very powerful perk. I agree. And I mean, one of the things that I struggle the most, and I talked about this in the Patreon only stream, we're going to start doing Patreon only streams soon too. And if the schedule allows for it, I would love to do member only streams as well. Like, I want to start giving the members and the patrons perks that no one else can get for contributing to the channel. But I did like a town hall with the Suvimi, hi! With the patrons only, like a town hall, just to kind of like pick their brain on stuff and get some answers. And one of the things that I struggle with on a daily basis is trying to figure out how to consolidate all of our stuff, because we have people who want to join the live channel, but they don't get the same perks as the patrons, and people want to join on Patreon, but some people don't like Patreon. Like, being able to like put all of our stuff into one solid thing to give it to everyone, so they don't have to like sign up for like 4 different places to, if they want to contribute. It's a challenge. I think about it every day. My day's going pretty. My brain's a little scrambled, but I'm doing good. I'm just trying to get... I was slacking off a little bit, trying to get the Arrival video posted. So I'm dealing with that, but other than that, it's so far a good day. Should be a good day. And we're here live with you guys, which is always awesome. What's happening? Ban who? As a patron member, not a huge fan of this direction that's being taken. What do you mean? Oh, did someone just post? I'm glad I didn't see it. Someone just posted a spoiler. Have you ever had subscribers recognize you? I've had... I think we both had 3 instances. No, 4. I've had 4. Nikki's had, I think, 3. We've had 2 out on family trips at Legoland, which is kind of funny. I had 1. Someone recognized me from my other channel at a UFC event. Someone at the sporting goods store recognized me. And then Nikki got recognized at a makeup store. So a few times. I want to know what direction we're going in that's not good. Bills or Rams tomorrow night? Rams are at home. I'll probably go with them.
Do you want to come say hi?
We haven't done anything but add content to Patreon, so I don't know what.
What do you mean? Yeah, what did you?
I don't know what that means, but I want to know.
Yeah, we need some feedback, whether it's good or bad. I need to know.
Yeah. Didn't do anything wrong. Apparently you did do something wrong.
Mr. Man, He's a big old man.
Because you sparked some reactions and your message got deleted. So.
It's Uber.
Oh. I didn't know he was here.
Ooba, 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 ooba.
Oh, you're such a good boy.
You can't please everyone, but it's if people have like legitimate
Genuine.
feedback or
Yeah.
thoughts about stuff, we want people to share.
Good boy.
Casting news that's been announced is a spoiler, even if 100% that's a spoiler. We don't watch any news stuff. We don't watch any trailers. We don't, and I think a lot of people do the same thing. You don't know anything about what the story is. So if you have any information, we go by the rule. If it hasn't aired in the show, it's a spoiler. That's the rule around here. If you don't like it, that's a you problem. That's our rule.
And you don't want a warning on your account.
Just not a fan of the extra fragmentation of services. Don't mean this in a critical way, just being honest. I know you guys take a lot of feedback. And do you mean because we have perks for live members and perks for patrons?
Thank you for saying something. I mean, we like to know this stuff.
I mean, I just added the main perk to this channel to the patrons, so that's a balance. My opinion of wrestling today.
Hi, friends.
I don't really watch it enough anymore to have like a strong opinion, but I think it's going to be positive in the long run that Vince is out of the picture for WWE. It sounds like AEW is a shit show right now, which, I mean, I guess that was bound to happen, but...
Need to turn the air on more. It's fucking hot in here already. It's 97 degrees outside already. Hi, friends. Hey, girl. Hey. What?
I was going to move you in.
Oh, go ahead.
I can't.
Move me, babe.
I don't know.
Our wheels are touching.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
All right.
Good.
We have a fun new little, like, official segment I can't wait to play it for you guys. It's
Yeah.
going to be really funny.
Hi, guys. Leilana, North, Iron, Miles, Mr. E.T., Miranda,
We are enjoying The Sandman. We're watching it tonight.
Luke, Laura, Crystal, Jer, Yana, Matthew, Servant of the One, Keys, Beef.
Like the subscriber only videos versus Patreon videos. Would it be better to just have them be Patreon, but then maybe extend the release to general public further out? I'm not sure what you mean.
We had a patron only stream. We didn't have a subscriber only stream.
We don't have subscriber only videos, and there's no Patreon only videos.
I mean, we had a Patreon only stream.
I mean, patrons get the full reactions. No one else gets those except for members on. I dropped those links on them for people who want to sign up on YouTube.
And we have like a join button for the React channel and then a join button for the Patreon because some people don't like the join on YouTube and some people don't like the join on Patreon, so you have the option, but it's the same thing whether or not you want to join Patreon or you want to join YouTube only.
But there's still extra incentive for patrons but non-players to have to wait longer for access.
Wait, what? But there's still...
I mean, patrons get content that no one else sees.
Yeah. Hey, friends! Anybody that says hello, hi. Hello. What's up, Prophecy Girl? I'm good. Thank you so much. I'm doing good. Thank you. You said you were planning to do it in the future, yes? Or did I misunderstand?
It's hard to have these kind of conversations through chat.
I know, because there's a delay.
Not just that, but like now.
Hi, Mark.
Now I'm not sure what he's referencing in terms of. We said we were going to do that in the future. Comment.
I think I just misunderstood. Oh no! Don't say sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Yeah, don't say my bad. No, you're fine.
It's important to have.
I need to know.
I think that's something like we've been told that people appreciate this, and it's something that I care very much about.
Oh my god, it's Pulsera. Oh my god, it's Pulsera.
Our open dialogue with the subscribers and the members and the patrons is very important.
Yeah, we do. We need a waving emoji. Hello.
I'm right on top of that, Rose.
Words are really hard. What's up, my sound? Hey, Nular. Paul Hughes. Wait, what?
As we're talking about Patreon, I'm getting the
Stuff
full
published.
watch-along reaction posted there right now for Arrival.
You're in the middle of a small hurricane. What?
Oh, what? So if you're a patron, you should get an alert right now that Arrival full movie reaction is published now.
Thanks, Chair. What's up, Roxy? Surreal. Suvimi, thank you for the tier 1. Thank you, girlfriend. Curacao. Is that right? Hopefully I said that right. Stephanie, hello. Paul, Sarah. Trisha. Heat done over set. No, we're still in the middle of a heat wave.
For dinner.
I think the heat wave's coming down tomorrow, Thursday. Well, welcome, Roxy. I think it's coming, Thursday the 8th. I think we're gonna hopefully get some relief. I don't know. Thank you. One of the things, okay, we're talking about the episode.
Favorite ramen flavor?
I don't know if we're doing Rings of Power anytime soon.
Yeah, if we get to it, which we got a comment somewhere about this, like the public perception of a show 99.9% of the time will have zero impact on my personal desire to watch it.
Right.
I love Lord of the Rings. I only know the movies and I haven't seen the Hobbit movies. I don't give a shit if people are pissed off of a certain character in a show being a certain way. Like, I don't give that has no impact on me wanting to watch something. Right now our schedule is just fucked. Because what day is it today?
Wednesday.
In 2 days Cobra Kai comes back. Shit. And because we started
days off.
Because we started Sandman, we don't have room in the schedule for Rings of Power. So, and that means we won't have time for Rings of Power for a little while. So, we'll see if and when we get to it.
Hi, Aaron.
I know there's plans for multiple seasons for that show, so it doesn't matter when we get to season 1. I don't think the views for those reactions are doing that good anyways, but
Amber!
that also doesn't really impact us. You guys are the fastest and best House of the Dragon reactors. Thank you. It's never my goal to be first or the fastest, but the faster I can get that...
That's what he said.
The faster I can get that video posted, the better my schedule is on Monday.
Am I right, fellas?
So what time do you have to leave?
1:45.
Okay.
Hi, Kai.
So Nikki's on a schedule.
I got pick up kids and stuff.
So...
Are you helping the oldest tonight? Are you taking her?
Yes, I'm going to the game.
Okay, you're taking her though.
Yes.
To practice and everything. You gotta be there at 4:30.
Yeah.
Okay. So I get to stay home with the other kid.
Yeah.
Okay. You all have that. We have it on video.
I'm taking the kid to softball.
I'm
yes.
just
I told you that yesterday.
saying. Just saying.
Until I
Nate?
get an email from work saying something needs to get done.
Back. And then I will just lose my mind because I take the kids to softball 6 days a week. I'm good.
The name of the new dragon, yes, it showed up in the subtitle, which was kind of unfortunate, but
iCarly, isn't that a kids? Is that on Nickelodeon? No, Disney Channel. I don't know. I don't watch the kids stuff. What happened? What were you doing?
Your arm, well, your other arm, the one that's hanging off the screen.
Oh my god!
All right, you guys ready for the podcast? You ready to jump into this?
What's up, Dan? All right, while you're doing the podcast, we probably will not be interacting with the chat because we'll be talking to each other. So if
my eyes will be on the chat.
If somebody comes in and they're asking a question and they're like, hey, why aren't you talking to me? Help each other. Please help each other. Yeah, be like, hey, they're filming a podcast right now.
Nikki has chat here, I have chat there.
And so I typically look right there.
But we want to have, we're talking to each other. And I mentioned this, if you want to guarantee a comment to get in, we'll do a full Q&A at the end. If there's super chats and stuff, we'll do that. A lot of the podcast is going to be driven from members' questions because you guys actually dropped a bunch of good questions in.
Yeah. I need to say something.
What?
We are not doing a giveaway. Not. If you get a comment from somebody that has our profile picture, but there's no check mark, we are not giving shit away.
It's not even our user. It's
not in our name.
Yeah.
We don't use Telegram. We've tweeted at Telegram trying to get them to fucking figure it out. But I've gotten so many Instagram DMs of hey, I got your message. I can't figure out Telegram. Can you help me? I'm like, that's a scam. Don't give anybody your information. Do not, unless you're buying something from a trusted website, do not give anybody your credit card information. Don't give anybody your fucking address, and don't talk to anybody. I'm just saying. Don't, unless it has our check mark, I didn't give you shit.
Well, we got a message from someone who said that they gave a company their address. What? No.
Don't do that.
We know nothing about this source material.
Yeah.
So that's why we don't allow conversation about the books around us.
I would love to give you guys a PS5. I don't currently have one to give you. I'm sorry.
The people in blue are our moderators.
Yes, with a little wrench. With a wrench.
Yeah.
Like that. Those are moderators. If you need help from a moderator, please tag one and say, hey, I need help. Pretty Nikki. Yeah. So I love you guys. Please don't get scammed by those fuckers. We try to delete them as quickly as they show up, and it's hard. What happened to what happened to your stream deck? Oh, that's your other page.
Yeah.
Because you have a very big stream deck.
I know, my stream deck is huge. I have a huge stream deck.
Watch out, guys.
You could create folders. So I have a whole podcast folder for all our sound effects. So.
Oh my god.
You guys ready?
Yeah, let's get into it.
Okay, I'm
Big
recording.
deck energy. Amber!
Big deck injury.
That fucked it up.
Like Nikki says.
That needs to be on TikTok.
Big deck energy. I got a huge stream deck. All right, you guys ready?
I can concur.
All right, we're going to do the funny intro, so get ready. Listen.
I don't hear anything.
Awesome. Stream Deck's not working.
It is time once again for the Stikker Podcast with your hosts, Nikki and Steven.
Is that the one with the dude with the huge arms and the hot chick that rolls her eyes at him all the time?
That's the one. The Stikker Podcast starts now.
Yeah, it does.
God.
Huge shout out to the voice of the podcast, Paul Sura. Thank you for that.
I can't.
I absolutely love I don't think I've ever used that one before. I absolutely love it. I think it's fantastic.
I mean, we played it a bunch, but I still giggle every single time that
it's the best
fantastic.
Intro.
I love you guys.
Best intro.
Paul Sura is the man. We all know it.
Yes.
We all love him. Thank you so much.
Here we are, another week, another discussion for House of the Dragons. But first,
you're so loud.
You always say that. It's called excitement. It's called excitement. I'm excited. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to talk about House of the Dragons, all right?
Oh my God, everybody adjust. I'm so sorry.
And there's I pulled my head away from the microphone. It's fine.
Headphone users, I apologize.
We got no kids sleeping in the rooms. We could be as loud as we need to be.
Hey,
excitement.
That's what he said.
But before we jump into House of the Dragons, I want to just toot my own horn a little bit.
Toot toot.
Because I had an amazing day yesterday. I got and a lot of people probably won't understand this. They'll just be like, oh, you got a karate thing. No, it's not like that. I got a 2nd degree stripe on my black belt for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And
I think we should all golf clap.
Golf
guys.
clap?
Golf clap.
It's a massively gigantic, crazy, huge accomplishment that I never thought I would ever get to. And
that's what she said.
I love my coach. I love my team. I've had one team, one coach, one school for 14 years.
2008.
So I'm a big believer in being loyal to my school, to my coach. There's a lot of that nonsense going around to where people just jump schools. They have no dedication to their coach. I'm all about dedication and loyalty. And
that he is.
I mean, I've been with Nikki forever, it feels like. So,
God,
like in a good way.
It does feel like forever.
In a good way. But yeah, I think that's a pretty insane accomplishment. And not to like discredit any other martial arts, but
yeah, he is.
Jiu-jitsu, specifically Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, is the hardest black belt to get.
He's throwing shade right now.
It's the hardest road.
It's really dark in here.
Yeah, it's the hardest road. And once you hit black belt, it's really just about time of service. And that means I've been a black belt for 6 years, technically. I've been a black belt for 5, so I got my stripe a little early. But it's not like it's not going to be coming anyways. But because I'm never stopping jiu-jitsu. But yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there.
Jiu-jitsu keeps you looking very young because Steven's instructor still looks like a baby.
Yeah, and I don't
looks like a baby.
I don't look my age, but
no.
All right, that out of the way. I just wanted to throw that out there because I'm very proud of it. And it's probably like in terms of like personal goals and achievements, like it's probably my greatest achievement being able to get my black belt in jiu-jitsu. Most people don't get to that point. It's such a small number of people who get to their black belt. And what is happening right now?
What do you mean?
My chair feels like it's...
If you don't know what TWSS is, that's what she said. Or
my chair's acting weird.
That's what Steven said.
Yeah.
TWSS, that's what she said.
So yeah, just wanted to throw that out there because again, it's something I'm very, very proud of. So
there's a kitty at the door.
Time to talk about House of the Dragons, episode number 3. But before that, for the live community here, I want to ask you guys real quick, just dropping a poll for everyone who's live. Did you like episode 3 of House of the Dragons?
Do you want me to open the door?
No.
It's cooler.
Oh, fine. We're in the middle of this, but
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
You know, as I do.
That means I actually have to edit something now.
Sorry. Oh, hi, Dell. Okay.
And then when Uba comes in here and jumps on the table and causes chaos and knocks our audio out,
it's gonna be real fun.
So yeah, episode 3. I think House of the Dragons is on a 3-episode roll. I loved episode 1. I loved episode 2, and I really, really loved episode 3 as well. I think so far the show has presented very intriguing characters. I feel like that was the biggest challenge coming into a Game of Thrones prequel spin-off show. Is obviously the story is going to be what it is. Westeros is Westeros. King's Landing is King's Landing. The fight for the throne is a constant storyline. And the idea, just stop. The idea that this, like, the story's going to be the story. The characters, I feel like, is the most important part. And I think they've done a great job with the characters so far.
I agree.
The thing that is a little concerning to this point, the time jumps.
Yeah.
I don't know. It hasn't impacted me enough yet to where I'm like, what did we miss? But
I'm a little bit.
I mean,
I'm looking for the relationship, how it is severely gone downhill between Rhaenyra and Alicent.
And even her dad, potentially.
Yes.
But like, so episode 1 to 2 was 6 months, and then 2 to 3 was 3 years. So we saw baby Aegon as a 2-year-old in this episode, which means we skipped a wedding, which...
Damn it. We needed to know.
I mean, obviously nothing bad happened at that wedding, because if there was something that bad that went down, I think they would have shown us.
Rhaenyra standing up and saying, I object!
Like,
I mean, obviously,
fuck this shit. That's my friend and my dad.
Yeah.
So yeah, the time jumps are really obvious. They're kind of jarring when you realize, like, oh shit, they jumped 3 years. Like, I guess, again, nothing really went down important. I feel like they're giving us important stuff to see in terms of the story.
They're giving.
I think this show's going to be a lot of time jumps, but again, I'm going to kind of just hold my opinion until we really see how much they jump through the show. I don't know. I don't want to, and this isn't a concern. I don't think they're going to not give us, it's not like we're going to jump 5 years and then like the king's going to be missing an arm and be like, what the fuck happened? Even though this episode, like, he was missing fingers. But like,
yeah.
I don't think they're
I didn't
gonna
even notice the missing fingers. Let's be honest.
We'll talk about that. I don't think they're gonna jump and be like, oh, there's a random person sitting on the Iron Throne now. What happened? Like, I don't think they're gonna jump and skip really important stuff.
No,
hopefully
it's just like personal stuff that you're like, but what the fuck? Yeah, it's simple, like stupid stuff. I mean, not stupid, but like it's simple things that you really don't need to know. It's more of a want to know basis.
Yeah, and my biggest thing is I just want to stay connected to the characters.
Right.
I don't want these jumps to like impact my growth and connection with the characters. I guess that's my biggest concern with that is, are we losing time with the characters? But Damon, I think, even after episode 3, this dude continues to be the most interesting character for me personally. I think his story arc so far and everything that he's going through, and I think he's got a level of intrigue that's just, I don't know. This dude, again, he continues to feel like a problem, but at the same time, not really a problem.
Right.
But he also seems like a really total badass. So.
By the way, the comment, our arrows will block out the sun, is from the movie 300.
If no one knows that, you
need to Google some folks.
Living under a rock.
A rock.
We continue to see Rhaenyra not dealing with things, and he kind of referenced that as part of the time jump. Like, she's definitely not, like, she literally ran away this episode, and it's kind of weird that no one seemed to care that the princess just disappeared.
Well,
I don't know.
Or are they used to this?
Or are they used to
Does she do this often nowadays?
Right.
Because it seems like, well, they even had to go collect her for the party, basically.
Yeah, and what's that dude's name?
Samuel?
No, the dude who went after her.
Oh, Kristen Cole.
Yeah, Kristen Cole took off after her to go.
Even in the beginning, when, they're like getting ready and
she's
where are you?
She's out and about doing her own thing.
Yeah, she's making Samuel sing songs to her.
Yeah. Toss a coin.
Oh my
wrong
God.
show. Different show.
Don't do that.
Sorry.
Thank you so much.
We continue to see like her father like putting pressure on her about getting married. Like she should, and this was a pretty G moment for her. Like this whole boar hunt thing was just insane, and obviously that I feel like that's an absolute reference to King Robert Baratheon and the way he died. But the fact that she got attacked by a boar while out hiding and then comes back to the party where everyone, again, they're all chilling, having fun, good time, not at all concerned about where Princess Rhaenyra is at. She comes strolling in and this fucking boar is dead.
And she's
got blood.
Covered in blood.
And like, she just basically fed the whole town for I don't know how long that would last, but...
I also want to give a shout out to Sir Christian Cole, because if it wasn't for his sword damn near just centimeters away from her face.
That was close.
I mean, I don't think she would have, gotten to fucking stabby the boar without his initials stabby. So they make a great team, is what I'm saying. Yeah. I love them both together.
Otto continues to be kind of sneaky and doing things, and he made a suggestion to King Viserys that Rhaenyra should marry her 2-year-old brother Aegon, which, I mean, people continue to try to compare him to Littlefinger. No, I'm going to keep saying it. Like, we wouldn't know who Littlefinger is this early in the show. Like, Otto's... He's
blatant.
Right, and he's blatant to us, the viewers. He's telling us what his intentions are.
Littlefinger would never.
Right, that doesn't get revealed till later. You
wouldn't see this shit coming from a mile away or at least 7 seasons.
Right. It comes way farther down the road when you're like, oh my god, that's what he's doing.
Maybe at least 5 seasons. Maybe. You wouldn't see this shit coming.
But his intention seems really clear. Like, go marry your... have Rhaenyra marry her brother. It's like, keep the blood in the family.
But also, I think that's a really huge diss on Rhaenyra, that he literally respects her zero because he wants, just marry her off to her little brother.
Yeah.
I don't care about her happiness. She can just fuck off.
It has nothing to do with Rhaenyra. It's all about his house.
No, I get that, but like, that's how insignificant he feels Rhaenyra is.
Yeah. It's all a play for power because he wants his family to stay strong, and the fact that little Aegon is part Hightower, that keeps them even stronger and even more powerful throughout the whole situation, and it prevents Rhaenyra marrying another house, which would boost that house, and her possibly having a son outside to another family, which would now create conflict for Aegon's claim. Even though Rhaenyra's got the claim, I think that's going to create a whole giant problem moving forward at some point. But it's interesting. And another really obvious punching you in the face storyline that they keep hitting you with is the idea that King Viserys is weak. Yeah. He now has 2 missing fingers.
I get it.
He has the 2 missing fingers. The throne is messing him up. And that whole stag scene, which was very difficult to watch just because you clearly saw an animal who was... And the king didn't do any... Like, you said this in the reaction. The king did nothing to actually hunt or capture this creature. And he's the one who's responsible for killing it.
And he didn't even do that right.
He couldn't even kill it with one strike. This stag ended up being in pain. And it's just... I think it's a clear sign that even in that moment, dude's weak. And then the fact that the white stag presented itself to Rhaenyra, I think, is another huge, huge sign that it's like, maybe this person over here is not meant to rule, but this person over here is meant to rule. Yeah. I think that's a really big tell. And again, I think that's a very obvious story that they're going to continue to tell throughout this. And it's going to be interesting to see how his rule ends, because I think it's going to come. I don't know if it's going to come at the end of him losing his patience and freaking out, because if I was him, I'd probably lose my patience of people like whispering this idea of being weak and this and this war and that, and the way he handled the situation with Daemon at the Stepstones. I don't know how it's going to play out, or if someone's going to just like try to take him out, or what's going to happen there, but I think that's a really interesting story that I'm very excited to see play out, and he continues to be heavily influenced by Alicent.
That whole thing is really a lot for me.
Which part?
Okay, Alicent, Aegon, Rhaenyra. If Viserys dies, is Alicent really going to be like, you have it?
I don't think it's up to her. I think everyone else is going to pound their feet and be like, it has to be this person.
But but what if Alicent is on Rhaenyra's side and is like,
yeah,
it's her, but that whole thing really messes me up.
We have a question about Alicent that we're going to hit on again to talk about her more. But the fact that Alicent was like telling King Viserys, like, let Rhaenyra pick her husband, let her pick the one that she wants to be with, and then the idea of sending aid to Daemon, who, again, kind of surprising at first, but then you kind of understand as you take a step back, the fact that Daemon and Lord Corlys was losing the war with the crab feeder, very shocking, but you see that they were able to be strategic with where they were hiding, like using the caves to their advantage, and you saw that the free cities were there actually assisting with like the archers and stuff. So like, it also kind of felt like a situation, maybe they didn't go all in to try to take this out and kill the crab feeder until a certain thing happens, which we'll definitely dive more into. But the episode ends with a pretty wild fight and Daemon ending the war essentially with the crab feeder with the help of, how do you say his name? Laenor Valerian? Is that how you say it?
I think so.
Okay. With his dragon Sea Smoke,
we're going to get murdered for that one.
Sea Smoke was revealed to us in the caption, which is a little unfortunate. I don't know if we were supposed to know the name of his dragon yet. But
yeah, we watch it with the captions on because...
And it said Sea Smoke growling or something.
Which I need to watch it with the captions on. You can't hear every piece of dialogue, so I need to see it.
Yeah. So I thought that whole scene was really dope, how he, like, they set up the plan. Again, something we'll talk about a little more in depth in a second, because we got a lot of really good questions from the community this week. That dragon looked like we've seen 3 dragons so far, and they've all been really unique.
Yes, I love
Like
it.
we have I feel like Rhaenyra's dragon's a little more traditional to what we've seen in the original show.
Some Drogon.
And then Daemon's dragon is super unique, like the color, the neck.
The neck is interesting.
Super long. And then Lenore's dragon, it felt like his dragon had like a super like buff chest.
But he felt like a baby dragon. His felt very young looking.
Yeah,
yes.
smaller, but like the chest looked really kind of large and puffed out. But
yes.
Overall, I thought it was another great episode. My only gripe is the time jump. But again, I think it's so intentional that they're giving us time jumps to show us important things. I'm not going to get upset with it until, I don't know. I don't think there's anything that's going to bring me to a point of being upset with the time jumps. It is a little concerning. I don't want to lose anything in terms of love for the characters, development of storylines, stuff like that. But overall, it was another great episode. I loved it.
Yes.
What'd you think overall?
I did love it. I did. I mean, dragons, fire, fighting.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And there was a lot more character development and story building there too. And we asked the community, did you like episode 3 of the House of the Dragons? 93% of the live community says yes. So another good thumbs up for House of the Dragons. And yeah, I think it's going to continue to be a really good show. And I think it's time now for our new fun segment. I think you guys are going to enjoy this.
Oh my God.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Get it.
Are you ready for it?
Mm-hmm.
So let's find out what Nikki and Steven may have gotten wrong this week.
I absolutely love this so much. It is kind of grown into like my favorite thing so far is what did we miss? What did we get wrong? It's something that I embrace at this point, and people in the comments love to kind of tell people how it is, and I appreciate it. I love it. There's a few small ones, and then we're going to talk about the big one.
Yeah.
But we didn't notice watching on the first time that King Viserys had 2 fingers missing. Everyone let us know that. And there was even a slip up. You actually saw his fingers green, so they forgot to key out his fingers.
How do you forget that stuff?
It's a really small thing.
What editor is... Honestly, we need to have a discussion.
It's a small thing.
Yes.
It was a really quick scene, and
I'm not looking for pinpoints. I'm looking for the overall,
You're really good with continuity, though.
I am, and I didn't notice that, which means
we were sitting too far from the TV.
Probably that. But also, how are you watching this,
Someone
slow-mo?
on the internet posted it, and then that people claim it as, they know.
Yeah.
Or Reddit.
Stop it.
It's Reddit stuff.
How many times did you watch it before you noticed?
Yeah,
Full on notice.
exactly.
I'm watching the story. I'm watching people's faces. I'm not watching their fingers.
I mean, it's not as bad as the
Starbucks
cup, but
Yeah.
people noticed. The other small thing is we talked about Daemon and writing the note to King Viserys. He didn't ask for the help. We get that part.
Yes.
And then we also mentioned that there needs to be a Forged in Fire episode in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
There is one. They did segments of Game of Thrones weapons on Forged in Fire.
Which I'm going to watch later.
I thought I've seen every episode of Forged in Fire. I guess not.
No.
So definitely going to have to go back and find those and watch those segments.
Yeah.
But the big winner, I think there were 25 comments about this. We did not recognize that the Lannister twin, Jason Lannister, was Torsten, I don't want to get his name wrong, I always screw shit up. Torsten from Vikings.
Which, that's my bad.
This is one of those things where I'm really good at recognizing faces. His face gave me my spidey sense going off a little bit.
I know that guy.
I am not going to call it out if I don't know. And just like in the other show, I had a spidey sense while I was kind of finalizing The Last Kingdom, episode 6 reaction. One of the characters, Ada, the younger, is in Star Wars. He's in...
he does look okay.
He's in Force Awakens.
That fucking Ada guy.
So
Ada guy.
He yelled something while I was listening with my headphones on, and I'm like, that sounded familiar. It triggered something. But I'm going to call out massive characters, massive actors, like watching a certain show, it's like, oh shit, that's Tywin Lannister. Like, he's huge in my opinion. He's a giant character from a huge show, and he's a very well-known, like Jeffrey Dean Morgan shows up in a show, I'm gonna be like, holy shit, Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
No, you're gonna call him Negan.
Probably call him Negan. But like, as awesome as a character as Torsten was, like, he was Ragnar's ride or die, like, he's amazing. I don't know if I would be able to spot him in a different outfit with a different getup in a different environment. I'm watching these shows very specifically in the moment of the show. I pay attention to the story and the characters that we're seeing. If something so blatantly jumps out at me, I'll say it. But if Morales shows up on screen,
oh my god,
I don't give a fuck.
Stop it.
Or if a certain character from, because this happened also in Breaking Bad or in Better Call Saul, like, we didn't necessarily recognize someone right away.
Crazy 8.
It doesn't always happen. It doesn't always, like, I'm not always going to call people out on that, but I think it's fun.
We see so many faces. Yes, I mean, sometimes I am thinking in my head, yeah, that guy looks familiar. But I think it's fun. If I don't say anything, doesn't mean I missed it. It just, you're not in here listening to my thoughts.
It's not always, and it's not always important for the reaction.
It's not. It's really not. It's about the story, not like, that guy.
Right. But, like, this, again, this is all in good taste. This is all to have fun.
All in fun.
We're teasing.
Yes.
We're joking. You guys know that we like to mess around and be a little... I have a troll emoji. Like, there's an emoji of my face as a troll. Like, I like to mess around and have a good time with the community. So, I think that overall is... I think this is going to be a weekly thing. Because I think it's fun. I think it's funny. There's always going to be something from an episode that we might not catch, might not see on first watch.
But also, I do love that when you're like, hey, you missed blah, blah, blah. And you're like, oh my God.
Yeah,
you're
great.
Absolutely right. Oh, shit.
Yeah. It's very helpful.
There's a whole lot of oh, shit moments, as Pretty Nikki commented. Oh, shit. I missed that, too. Every single time.
When you say it properly in the chat, it's appreciated. When you're aggressive about it, like, how did you not, like... That's a little annoying.
Yeah.
But, like, what do you mean, how could you not? Like, we haven't watched the Torsten episode of Vikings, like, 3 years ago. And it's like, he wasn't, like, Ragnar or anything. Yeah. So, I don't know. It's fun.
We don't just happen to have a poster of him on the wall or whatever.
Yeah. It's all in good taste. It's all fun. We do very much appreciate every single person who comments. And we love that. It's just definitely going to be a segment moving forward because, again... You guys are going to continue to let us know what we missed and what we got wrong. And again, it's appreciated. So thank you. But now it's time to kind of jump into our main topics, which are submitted by our members of this channel here. Every, I think, Monday, I post a kind of thread over on the community tab over on the live channel and ask people questions, comments from the previous episode. And first, we're going to start with North.
Based on what you've seen of Daemon, when you saw him go after the messenger that brought the letter saying his brother was sending help, do you think he was more angry at his brother for interfering with his attempt to show his strength to back his claim for the throne, or do you think he was more angry at himself that he couldn't win without his help? Not the latter. I think that he was pissed.
I mean, 3 years.
Also a good,
like, we're going 3 years here for this war.
But also makes me think of the movie 300. This is Sparta, and kicks the guy into the hole. But also,
I think 3 years of this war, and King Viserys, like, even before they were actually there fighting, King Viserys continued to just dismiss it like no big deal.
Yeah.
I think the fact that after all this time, he finally sends a message where it wasn't a message from Daemon to Viserys, but Viserys sends a message to Daemon saying, oh, hey, by the way, here's your aid. I think that pissed him off a lot. I think it was a combination of like, oh, now this dude wants to come help. Now you want to do this. Now you're going to try to like come help and then take credit for like the victory. Nah, screw that. We're going to go through. And the plan at the end made total sense because they were actually talking about it at the beginning of the episode where they were like, let's send someone in. And someone was like, hey, like send Daemon. It's like, no, we can't send Daemon. But then that's ultimately what ends up happening. They basically send Daemon on the suicide mission to where it ends up not being a suicide mission. It actually became a really good plan.
He got shot like 4 times.
He got shot. Yeah, he got hit with multiple arrows and probably should have died in that moment, but he did a really good job of running and zigzagging. He did the serpentine. He did a good job, unlike another
He
certain...
did serpentine! Ah!
Unlike a certain Stark that just ran straight.
Don't talk about my Rickon.
I'm sorry. You
How dare.
just ran straight.
He's just a baby.
Zigzag, dude. Zigzag. But, yeah, I thought the way that whole situation played out, I think... Again, I know Daemon loves his brother. I know he loves his niece.
To an extent.
But I think there's a level of animosity.
Yeah.
Especially with the decision he made to take his heir status away from him and gave it to Rhaenyra and all that. So yeah, I think there's a lot there, and the buildup of everything he's feeling over all these years. I think he took it out on the messenger, and then he's like, fuck it, let's go do this plan and let's go end this shit. Mm-hmm. And I think that leads right into the next question.
Belgabad, were you disappointed they killed off the crab? They killed off the crab feeder off screen. Yes.
See, I'm not at all, personally.
I feel like there should have been. But then again, after 3 years, maybe he's just really tired.
But I don't think there would have been a fight. I don't think the crab feeder was at all presented as someone who could fight. I don't get the vibe that Daemon would go in there and have this like epic sword battle with this dude. Oh. I think the way they did it and the way they shot it, where they just cut to us to like a dark silhouette walking out of the cave, dragging something along the ground. It's like, what the fuck is that? And then when you realize, oh shit, it's Daemon walking out, dragging the crab feeder, I felt like that had a way bigger impact than potentially watching Daemon just cut down this weak looking dude. I thought the effect was really good. I'm actually not at all disappointed in the crab feeder's death being off screen, because I think it had more impact. Daemon's supposed to go in there and slice this dude up.
I know, but there's part of me that's like, yeah, three-year war, that's amazing, that's awesome. But the other part of me is like, why the fuck did it take you 3 years, guys? 3 years when we handled it in a matter of hours, feels like?
I think...
What happened here?
I think there was definitely a strategy. Like, they kind of talked about it. It kind of hit a stalemate to where the only way they were going to get the crab feeder out of there is if they made this plan go through. Because they did such a good job of fortifying themselves, they were able to get help from the free cities, and the dragons, like, as powerful of a weapon as that is, they were able to nullify it by living in the caves and living in the mountain. So the only way that they were going to do that is with their limited amount of soldiers, essentially, going in there, and they had protection of the archers. Like, I feel like the crab feeder did a great job of fortifying his position and making it almost impossible for the dragons or Daemon or King Lord Corlys to send anyone in there to get to them. It's like the 300 thing. Yeah. It's like if they never found that goat path. The goat path that ended up flanking them and getting Leonidas in the 300. They could have sat there for 100 years defending that spot. Because of the narrow corridor, the numbers meant for nothing, as Leonidas said. I think if you could position yourself and hunker down in a really strong spot, you're going to win that fight. Or at least...
Or starve to death.
At least delay the fight.
Well, when they were at the table, like, debating on their strategy, they just felt so pissed off, like they've been doing this for so long. And then Daemon just walks in there, like, I'm gonna fucking... It says nothing. But gonna walk in there and just be like, fucking, I'm over this.
Yeah, and I think part of that, I think you absolutely read that correctly, that there was frustration. They probably thought they were going to enter and engage in this fight and they were going to wipe them out. They probably underestimated how strong the crab feeder might be or how smart he might be strategically. And then the fact that they were getting aid from the free cities, I think they were surprised and, like you said, frustrated by the whole thing. And it was just one of those things where the last plan they had, they didn't want to waste anyone. They didn't want to sacrifice anyone. And, I mean, they wanted to sacrifice Daemon because they blame him for this whole situation.
That's true.
But then Daemon, like you just said, he didn't say anything. He just friggin's like, all right, I'll just do the plan that you guys came up with, and you guys are going to do what you do. And then it ended up working, and that's how they were able to get everyone out. So I think that's why it took so long. Like, on paper, it sounds like, 3 years is a long time. But when you're hunkered down in a really strong location, it's really hard to kind of break through that. So... to answer the question, I'm not at all upset about the crab feeder dying off screen, and I'm not upset at all about how that whole thing played out.
Word.
Okay.
Got it. Miranda Rojas, what do you think of Alicent so far? Do you see her becoming an antagonist?
I do.
Yeah.
We talked about her last week.
A little bit about it.
What's your thoughts on that?
Well, okay, I like her. I feel bad for her. Again, as I said before, nobody wants old balls. I'm just saying. Like, she had to do what her father said. Otherwise, what are you going to do? Like, you have no choice. You have to. But now, that fucks up her whole relationship with Rhaenyra. Did she actually ever care about Rhaenyra? Because now it doesn't feel like it. Like, is this going to be a problem? Is this going to be a problem? Yes, I think. I think it's going to be a big, big problem.
See, I see it from a different point of view. I think the power is going to get to her.
That's what I mean. That's going to be the problem, because when the king dies, shit is just going to go south real fast. And she's going to have to push her way in there to make sure that her baby... And, she's taken care of, her father's taken care of, her child is taken care of. She needs to, I understand in part, you have to make sure that your family is taken care of. At what cost? Probably everything. She's going to have to step on people. Yeah, she's going to have to.
I think Viserys is going to play a big part in that, especially. So we talked about her a lot after episode 2, because her getting inserted into that role, the way Otto is essentially using using his daughter to gain power and control for his house. And now that we're seeing how much influence she has over Viserys, I feel like she's going to realize how much influence she has, and it's going to start puffing her up even more, feeling good about the decisions she's making. And I think this innocence that she has about her, and this kind of like giddy attitudes, there was a lot of giddiness in this episode between the king and her. Obviously, they just had their 2-year-old son's birthday, and she's super pregnant again. Like, they are having no problems getting pregnant, apparently. So that idea of her getting comfortable with her input and her decision making actually becoming the law, essentially, to where
Right.
I tell the king this, oh, he does exactly what I just said. I think she's going to build a level of comfort there. And again, power is power. The most innocent and humble people can be corrupted to a certain level with power. And I 100% think it's going to happen with her. And I don't think it's going to help that Rhaenyra is going to continue to be snarky with her.
Well, I would.
Especially if Rhaenyra doesn't ever accept the situation.
She doesn't.
So,
she's not, no. I'm sure that Rhaenyra is like, you could have just talked to me first. You could have just gave me a heads up, maybe.
Yeah.
I think the shock of it all, also, that's like a stab in the back. Like, I thought we were friends.
So if you were in Alicent's position, if you were in Rhaenyra's position, and I was Alicent, and I came to you, it'd be like, oh, hey, by the way, I told your dad that you should be free to marry whoever you want. And that's the message that your dad delivers to you. How do you feel about that?
It depends on the relationship beforehand. If we had
Under these circumstances.
Oh, I would have been like, fuck off. Oh, you think you're going to tell me I get to marry whoever I want? Get away from me. No, I don't care about you. Get away.
Yeah, I could.
Oh, you're trying to help me now?
If that somehow gets revealed, I think that's going to add even more animosity on Rhaenyra's side towards her.
Yeah.
Where if she's like, oh, but I'm helping you. If Alicent's like, I'm helping you. Your dad wanted to force your hand to marry a Jason Lannister. But now I threw in my 2 cents and I had a conversation with your dad, and now he's allowing you to make the decision for yourself.
I would have been like, gross. First off, gross.
Yeah, I think that could potentially even build more animosity. So no. I don't know. I think it's going to be really interesting to kind of see where it goes. But we now have, I think Rhaenyra is a very big focal point of this story, and I think we have 3 questions around her.
I love that she's so spicy.
Oh, she's behind Daemon, and it's not that far behind Daemon. I think Rhaenyra is easily my favorite character.
She is spicier than a jalapeno.
I don't necessarily agree with her idea of just running away when things don't go according to her plan, but she's still young. She's in a very emotional state. There's a lot of shit going on around her, and I'd probably just want to like get away and just chill out too under circumstances. So, like I said, we've got a few questions about Rhaenyra. So,
I'm just reading the comments. Paul Sura's defending his old balls.
oh,
Leilana! Hey, girl. Whom would be the strongest match for Rhaenyra to strengthen her claim to the throne? Good question.
I think that's an easy answer.
Do you?
And I think it's Lenore Valerian. In terms of her claim to the throne, I think, and again, the dude who's kind of offering the opinions to Viserys, I think he makes a good point. Viserys continues to not listen to him, which I think is absolutely hilarious. And I will get his name at some point. I don't know what this dude's name is.
Yes.
I like that he
know who you're talking about.
I like how he threw out the idea. He's like, back when you were deciding on a wife, I suggested that you marry this person, and then he kind of like goes into his advice.
He shaded him a little bit.
But I think it makes sense for the Targaryens and the Valerians to join houses.
I mean,
they've already done it once.
Their names sound amazing.
I mean, Corlys is married to a Targaryen, so it makes sense at the highest level to try to bring those families together.
Remix it
at the
Remix!
at the king level or the queen level.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense. But I think I'm wondering if, like, talking about who she could marry, there aren't a lot of options to what we've been presented to this point.
Lionel Strong. House
What?
Strong.
Oh.
He's the guy that's giving all the good info.
Oh,
He's
that's his
giving all
name?
those killer tips.
Got it.
Yeah.
If you look at the options, I mean, I think she's most interested in Christian Cole. I don't know if this
Which
dude...
I love them together. He's not allowed because he's on the King's.
But I mean, she
Watch.
could
What?
she could make that decision. I feel like to pull him out of there if she needs to.
Hey,
But
that's what she said.
I don't know if he's got a strong enough claim to move the needle at all in terms of that.
I don't think it's
Or-
about the claim. I think it's about love.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sorry, that's where my heart goes. I'm like, oh, I love them together. Oh, they're similar in age. Oh, they're cute together. But that's just me.
I mean, obviously we know the Targaryens, they get together and they marry each other, and I don't think it'll go to the point of Otto's suggestion of her deciding to marry her little brother or
I
any
think
other
it
Targaryen
might.
at that. I don't know, I couldn't imagine her being comfortable at all marrying another Targaryen. I don't know where that would go, but
I think it's different if you grow up right next to the person, especially help raise said person.
I don't know. I think if it's someone we already know, I'm gonna go with the Valerian.
Yeah.
The Valerian Dragon Rider. I hope we get more with that dude because he seems super intriguing. I think he was super interesting. So.
Ting! Do you have any predictions as to who Rhaenyra might choose to marry in the future?
Yeah, we just kind of talked about that.
I would love to see her with Sir Kristen Cole.
It'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
Kristen.
Are we sure that this dude is genuine?
Cole?
Yeah.
I think
It's Game of Thrones. I don't trust anybody.
I trust him.
You trust him?
He would have tried to bed her when they were out and about.
Maybe it's
if
all
that
part
was
of
the case.
maybe it's all part of a plan.
I don't know. I think he would have taken full advantage.
I think he is. I think that's what he's like.
I don't think so.
I don't know if I'm there with him yet, but I feel like he's positioned himself so perfectly that Sir Christian Cole could be trying to position himself in Kristen whatever.
Cole. Sorry, guys.
You're not here for expert knowledge.
No.
We just like talking about the show.
Yes.
And then the last one regarding
Down.
Rhaenyra.
Mr. Downtown. Is it just me that Rhaenyra gives Arya vibes? 100%. If you give, she has a dagger, so she's good. Yeah.
I mean, the feistiness, the independence, the freedom, I think it's all there for sure. kind of feeling like a little bit of an outcast to an extent, to where Rhaenyra this last episode's like, no one's here for me, they don't care. I think she's being like brought along more. I mean, obviously Arya wasn't dubbed any kind of like heir to the throne or anything.
No.
But I think in terms of like mindset and attitude, I think Rhaenyra definitely has Arya vibes to an extent, and I think she's also very much got Daenerys vibes.
She's got a list of people she wants to fucking kill.
I mean, obviously...
You made the list. I
mean, they both have Targaryen blood, but it's one of those things where I think Rhaenyra... Like, there's certain scenarios where I like comparing people, and I don't like comparing people. I think Rhaenyra is such a unique character that she's such herself, that by the end of this, we're going to be like, oh, Daenerys was just like Rhaenyra versus Rhaenyra reminds me of Daenerys, or other way around. Even though I think Arya is probably easily in my top 5 of characters that I love in terms of their storyline from top to bottom, because it was an amazing story. And
Arya's just the best.
I will stand firm with the idea that it makes sense and it works that Arya was the one to kill the Night King under the circumstances we were presented with the story that was told. I think her making that kill was great. I think the fact that it was told to us early on when she met Melisandre, where she was like, I see the eyes of your deaths, or whatever it was, like blue eyes and red eyes and green eyes. Like blue eyes, Night King. Hello. We were told very early on that she was going to kill the Night King. I think it makes a ton of sense.
We just didn't make that connection right away.
Yeah, so overall, again, I think it was another great episode. And yeah, I'm very intrigued with where the story's going. I think Daemon, again, continues to be the most interesting character. Mm-hmm. I am very connected to a lot of these storylines. I'm very curious to see how Alicent continues to develop, how Otto continues to kind of play his chess pieces on the board, where it's very obvious to us what he's doing, but everyone else around him might not necessarily know what's going on. Mm-hmm. I'm very intrigued to see where Rhaenyra goes and how she handles things, and now that she has a decision to make, that she gets to basically... Are we going to have like a dating game with Rhaenyra? We're going to line up a bunch of dudes?
I don't want to
just like
that. I just want her to... If that's the case, Dracarys. Just burn all these bitches. Burn all these motherfuckers. You're here for the wrong reason.
I'm happy that she has the freedom to kind of seek out what she wants.
Yes.
And again, like we were told, one of the first interactions with her, the conversation that she had with her mom, and she even made a comment in this last episode. I don't know if the whole wedding thing, she talked about like, oh, you think a man's gonna make me happy? Like, I don't think that's her concern.
Girl, ain't no man.
She talked about how she would rather be a soldier versus being a pregnant mom.
Yes.
Like, I feel like she's got, and I think that's
women
also
empowerment right there.
I think that's also kind of a character trait that she might share with Arya, is this idea of being a fighter versus being like the wife and mom kind of thing.
I think that's what a kingdom needs, is a fighter. I mean, and as we've seen, Viserys is weak.
Yeah.
Rhaenyra is not weak. She's tough. She's, she acts a little bratty right now. She's still a teenager.
Right, she's young.
But we need that strength, the mental strength, the physical strength. Get it.
I think everything about her is very intriguing and a lot of fun to watch, and I'm invested in her very much as a character, and just seeing the dragons, seeing more dragons, seeing them in battle, and I'm just the whole story and everything that's been presented, I'm digging it.
Well, I think it's funny how everybody was so mad at us for saying that Daemon was a bad dude, but he is a bad dude. Like, so not in that way.
Calling him a bad dude and saying that he's a problem, I think are kind of due to, like, I don't think he's like the antagonist of the show.
No.
But he's not someone that you can necessarily rely on.
No.
Especially under the circumstances that he's been presented.
Correct.
Like, he's not going to be this happy-go-lucky, oh yeah, my brother's awesome, I love him, he's the best king ever.
That would have been the
I want to support him. Like,
I would have just wanted to shut it off at that point. I'm like, no, I don't buy it for a second.
And Game of Thrones is notorious for having gray characters. Daemon is one of those middle characters to where you see some of his positive traits, but at the same time, he's also got negative traits that has an impact on a lot of the people in this show, in this world. I think he's a total badass. I think he's a dope fighter. He's got an awesome sword. I think his sword is probably, from what we've seen so far, like, if I had to pick to buy one and hang one next to Longclaw over there, I think his sword currently is probably the one that I'd want to hang up there and display because it looks cool. He's got attitude.
I mean, besides Uhtred.
Like, Uhtred's sword might be one of my favorites ever now. But, like, dude's got attitude. Yeah. And it's not necessarily like he's, again, the antagonist, but he's a problem because he's rogue.
Yeah.
They call him his name is the Rogue Prince. The Rogue Prince. Like, that's not a name of someone who is Mr. Get Along with everybody and do what everyone says. So, I think that's why I think he continues to be my most intriguing character. I think that's why he's the most interesting to this point from these first 3 episodes. There's a lot of interesting characters, a lot of interesting storylines, but I think if I had to pick one, he's number 1.
Right.
One fun thing that we used to do with Game of Thrones at the end of every season, we used to pick our top 3 heels and baby faces.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know currently where I would put Daemon because I don't necessarily think he's a heel or a baby face.
Right.
But if I was to put him as a heel, he'd almost be like CM Punk style heel to where
you want him to succeed because he's so bad?
Like he's a cool bad guy.
He's kind of there. Daemon is kind of like a cool bad guy.
Yeah, he's like that cool villain. Yeah. But I don't think labeling him villain is correct. I think he's way more complicated than that. He's almost like a gray Jedi. To where he's not full Jedi, he's not Sith, but he's kind of in the middle. He has tendencies on both sides.
Right.
I think that's been pretty clear that he's been presented that way. So, overall, just final thoughts. I'm loving it. I think it's a great show. I'm super intrigued to watch every single week. I'm excited to sit down and watch it with you.
I should have brought my notebook. I know that folks really wanted to see what I write in my notebook. Yeah. I write names.
I mean, the audio listeners can't really see your notebook.
No, but I'll have to like hold it up in the next episode. You've
posted pictures of your notebook before.
Well, that was the family tree. Anytime somebody dies, I cross it out in the book.
Rip.
I will put your name. I will put how I know you, and then if you die, I cross you out.
Rip.
And I also, if you're associated with anybody else, I will little bracket and then put your name, just so I know who falls in line with everybody else. So
I think it's not as important for House of the Dragon. It's like, obviously you sit down and watch a Game of Thrones show, you think you need your notebook and everything.
I feel like I do. There's so many names.
Yeah, but it's not even close to the original.
Oh my God,
and
no.
We're really only spending time in like one location.
Yeah.
We've visited Dragonstone, we've visited the Stepstones, but all of our time, I feel like, is really heavy in King's Landing versus Game of Thrones, the original. We're like Winterfell and here and we're there and we're here and we're all over the map. I feel like this show is a lot more centralized with, yes, there's still a lot of characters, but the high level important characters are less.
Well, I don't want to be referencing someone and be like, oh, what's their name? You should, I mean, honestly, guys, if you were there for like the filming of things, he'll be talking and he'll pause and I'll be like, so-and-so, 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 because I have to remember all the names because this
I forget
one
a lot of names.
Just starts blah, 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 and I'm like, that's not his name. You're talking about the wrong person. That's not his name.
I'm not good with names.
So if you see a cut right after a pause, it's because I told him what the name was.
Or I have a total brain fart and I just forget what I'm saying.
Yes.
And I'm like, wait, what?
Or he'll be like, what's the word for?
I played like 8 years of football. I've had a shit ton of concussions. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
I am keeping a list of names.
Leave me alone.
Special names. I have Needle's back there somewhere. He's hanging from something. Do you want me to read this question?
No.
That's cute.
We'll save that for another time.
Aw. Justin, thank you.
So yeah, overall, I think it's a really good start. Mm-hmm. Do you have any other final thoughts?
I don't. Otherwise, I mean, I am keeping a list of names, and you're on it.
So if you guys don't have super chats, we're gonna stop recording. Well, I'm gonna stop recording. There were no super chats, right? How do these other live stream talking shows get so many super chats? I don't understand.
I don't know. I wanted to show you guys something I got as a Halloween decoration. It's from Bath and Body Works. I'm super excited about it.
No, we don't have plans to react to House of the Power right now. House of Power.
Rings of Power?
Rings of Power.
House of Power, whatever. He's glorious. Oh, you can't even see him. Oh, shoot. He is...
It's too bright, almost.
He's a skull with glitter, you guys. Glitter. Oh my god, it's so awesome.
I mean...
From back there. It just looks like a light.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anything. Turn it off. It's very distracting.
You're distracting. Look at those nice shelves.
Oh, we're gonna save your question, Justin, for sure.
Yeah. But I love the question.
When we do like a more like ask us anything type of podcast,
yeah,
I'm gonna save your question and because we'll do that. Like this isn't meant to always be just Game of Thrones. It's just the main focus right now because it's a really big thing right now.
Yeah, it's a skull, and but it's like plastic. Will. Big East Coast fan, especially all Game of Thrones and Marvel, right? No, thanks, Will. Thank you for the $4.99. But yeah, it's from Bath and Body Works. I was like, I saw it and I'm like, you're coming home with me. Like he didn't even go in the bag. I carried him all the way back to the car and back home.
Why is Rings of Power getting so much hate? Because people are very insecure by certain characters being a certain way that they think it ruins their story.
Yeah. Also, I saw some comments of like, guys, stop spoiling. If you have to start your comment, which I agree with Paul Sturra on this, if you have to start your comment with, this is not a spoiler, it's probably a spoiler. Don't do it. If it happened in the book, but it hasn't happened in the show, I don't want to hear about it.
And if it happens in a preview or a trailer,
I don't want to hear about it.
If it hasn't happened in the show, it's a spoiler is what we're going with.
Or if it's Nikki's gonna cry at blah blah blah, that's a spoiler. You're setting an expectation for me to cry, that's a spoiler. And then I'm gonna be expecting something bad to happen.
The one thing you can never do, and this is part of the reason why I don't read, like, it's not why I don't read, I just don't have time to read. The reason why...
Sorry, Sudden.
I don't like reading, like, these source material books or novels or graphic novels or whatever, because it creates an expectation for what you might be seeing in the show. Like, these shows and these movies aren't meant to be word-for-word adaptations of the source material. That's impossible. A book, like, a 500-page book is impossible to adapt into a 2.5, 3-hour movie or a 10-episode. Like, the details that you could put in a book or a novel can't always be translated on screen, and there's rights to certain things that weren't sold, especially speaking about like Lord of the Rings. Not everything's gonna live up to those expectations, so people are just upset that it's not the same and woke. Like,
I hate that word.
It's turned into probably the worst word around because people don't know what it means anymore and they just use it.
The writing's awful.
It might be, but unless you're an actual writer of a show, like, I'm gonna still try to watch it.
Yeah.
People's ideas of what's good and bad writing it never lines up.
Yeah, I don't like the word woke. So, well, that's what I felt like saying that, like, during the podcast. It's like having Rhaenyra be a very strong female character. Is that woke?
People think it's woke.
Is that woke?
Like, Rotten Tomato scores and IMDb scores are the most worthless things because people only present them if it supports their argument.
That's true.
Like, oh, Rings of Power sucks. Look, it has a 39% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's like, so what? Like...
Jon Snow Rolls, thank you for the 2. Guys, what's up? I enjoy Power Rings myself. Good. Rings of Power. Sorry.
Power Rings? Power Rings.
Go, Power Ranger. Sorry.
The joke I made the other day was... We did a Stikker family fantasy football draft.
Thank you, Ting.
And the draft grade that came out had me, like, at the top. So I present it. It's like, oh, look, my draft was the best. Like, I'm not sharing that if that doesn't fit my agenda. So.
Yeah, if it was, like...
What do you disagree with?
Your team was stupid.
You could read Tings now.
I did.
You didn't read it.
Oh, I said thank you. This is not a spoiler. Nikki and Steven are both amazing people, love the community, and happy that I give you a part of it. Thank you, Ting! Thank you, Ting. Thank you, Jon Snow Rolls. Thank you, Ting.
Pro tip for those in chat. When we're going on, like, these rants, don't just say, I disagree.
Because then I
don't remember what
you're talking about.
I might not know what you're talking about. That could have been something...
I don't want to, like, you know...
What's up, soccer girl? It could be something I said a minute ago, 3 minutes ago. I don't know what kind of delay you're on.
Which, I'm like, wait, what do you mean? What do you mean you disagree? Disagree with which part? That, yeah.
I don't think Rings of Power is bad. You'll probably like it.
Shut up, Paul. Paul 5486.
I'm probably going to try to get a poll up early this week, by the way, for you channel members. I want to get it up before...
Wait.
I've been late.
Not going to enter into a what is woke discussion. This is not this. There are several videos out there explain what it is clearly. Okay. Yeah, I don't really care what woke means. I hate that it's being used around.
But people calling, like, a movie Prey woke because it has a young, strong female character is embarrassing.
That is trying to support her village.
That's embarrassing.
Like, what?
Like, just stop it. There are moments that are in certain pieces of content. You could see the clear agenda, but not everything is that way.
Yeah.
I'm like, so is Terminator woke because Sarah Connor's strong?
Pineapple does go on pizza. I don't care. You can eat your pizza without pineapple, but my pizza is barbecue chicken pizza with pineapple. And don't fucking give me a thumbs down because you said it was good. So don't fucking tell me shit.
Is Alien woke because Sigourney Weaver's strong character? Like... People just don't know. People generally, the way people throw it around, they don't know what it means.
Yeah. Paul 5486, I used to like you. Now I don't. Ooh, taco pizza sounds good.
My kids do not currently do jujitsu, no.
They used to.
The oldest one did it for like 8 months before the...
She got like 4 stripes on her white belt.
Yeah, before the school shifted and the kids' professor left.
Yeah.
They had the school that she was at was...
Southern!
The school she was at was, I don't think the word yoke is necessarily everyone uses the word.
Yeah.
Everybody uses it.
Do you ever, I forget what that movie was. It was like, I do not think you... Oh, no. It was Princess Bride.
It's not specific to one group of people.
I do not think you know what that word means. Or what did he say?
Oh.
I don't think that word thinks what you think it means.
Yeah, I don't know.
Something like that.
But the school that our oldest daughter was training jiu-jitsu at had an amazing kids instructor. You have to be a special individual to teach jiu-jitsu to beginners as it is. But you gotta be extra special to be able to teach kids jiu-jitsu because it is hard. It is a very difficult thing to teach.
Y'all will never see my children.
No.
Never. They do not understand what informed consent is. They cannot consent to being on camera, so they will never be on the internet. Because they don't know how that's going to impact them later in life. I'm a grown-ass woman. I know that this has already fucked up my future.
As Game of Thrones says, when they're of age.
Yeah. When they can make their own informed decisions.
14 years I've been doing jiu-jitsu. I'm a 2nd degree black belt now.
It is the bee's knees, Mr. E.T. Thank you so much for the 2.
Yucky.
Hey, Lim. We're good. Not never.
Gotta get in that pickup line. Yeah, Nikki's gotta leave in a minute too.
We're at like 15. You'll never.
Yeah, Cobra Kai, if you join the Discord, Jon Snow, you would know that it's on the schedule for this week. Join the schedule.
Sorry,
or
King
join the
Eric.
Discord.
It's a very sensitive topic. Anytime anybody brings up my kids, I get a little mama bear. Sorry.
What happened?
No, he's just saying, like, okay, I got it. I got it. Thank you so much. Sorry. Iron Minotaur. But you know what is Universal? Solo is the worst Star Wars movie ever created. Thank you, Iron, for the 5.
Warning, Solo sucks rant. Warning, Solo sucks rant.
Thank you, Soccer Girl.
Warning, Solo sucks rant.
No, we're not streaming episode 4.
Thank you, Soccer Girl.
Live.
Is Stream Elements drunk again? Damn it.
I think so. I think these streams alone show that it would be too dangerous to watch House of the Dragon live.
Oh, yeah.
I think that'd be too dangerous.
Dude, we'd have to just disable chat altogether.
Yeah.
And that wouldn't be fun for anybody.
Well, I posted on... This is the reason why I posted what I posted on Twitter the other day. I want to find an alternative to Stream Elements, but I don't think one really exists. I could try to...
You were looking into something, but...
I could try to find an alternative to chat commands, because it seems like that's what the biggest issue is with Stream Elements on YouTube, is the chat. It doesn't really listen to the chat commands. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, question mark. What about it?
Don't really understanding about the children's situation. It's your choice to make yourself known out there. They didn't really have the knowledge. Yeah, exactly. No one needs to comment on my babies.
And if you're highlighting your children to make a buck, you're a terrible person.
You're exploiting your children.
You're a terrible person.
Yes.
We were on Twitch for like 4 years. We were partners there and everything.
Yeah.
Twitch is a piece of shit platform.
Yeah. So all those family channels out there talking about you. I'm talking about you.
There's a right way to do it.
You don't need to use your children to make money. That's your job, not theirs. Don't give those babies a job.
There's a tasteful way to do it. And then there's an exploitive way of doing it.
Yeah. We're all about keeping the kids safe.
Yeah. We got partner on Twitch in like 7-8 months.
Yeah. G-Man, yeah, I think we would have to like disable the chat altogether, and that just wouldn't be fun for anybody. And I wouldn't want to get anybody else spoiled. Like, what if we didn't watch it like right when it came out? Like, yeah. And then there'd be somebody who already seen it and is like telling everybody in the chat about it. That would just be awful. I wouldn't want anybody to get spoiled. That would be just terrible.
It's always big up to the mods.
Yeah. It's such an auto move. That's right. It's an auto move. An auto move, too. Yes, auto. I loved it when we did Stranger Things
You're
Live.
Struggling to do
I am.
You've spit like 5 times.
Sorry.
Well, you haven't gotten me.
Sorry, not sorry.
Oh, you guys submitted questions late.
There's questions?
Yeah.
Words are hard. Thank you, Lady Vader. They're hard.
Sometimes they can be.
Damn.
What? Easy there.
Yep. Belga, we read your question. We just read your question for the podcast. Thank you so much for submitting your question. Thank you, dear.
Ting was asking if the show could be bigger than Game of Thrones. Mm-mm. I don't think so. I don't think it'll be long enough.
That's also what she said.
To be big enough.
It's not long enough to be big enough. That's what she said.
What are your thoughts on the... Yeah, we talked about the time jumps, iron. A little nervous, but not nervous enough.
Can I read what Justin asked?
Oh, yeah, you could, yeah.
Don't know if it's too personal for the pod, but do you have any advice on maintaining a long, healthy relationship? When do you know they are the ones, or do you ever know that? Love you guys. Y'all are awesome. And to be honest, it changes all the time. Sometimes I think he's the one. He's the best. The other times I'm like, fuck, leave me alone. It depends on the day, honestly. Depends on the day you ask. It depends. Today, he's okay. Tomorrow, maybe not. It is about the length, Paul. It is. It's always about the length.
Rude.
And the width. And the depth.
Oh my God. This is no longer a family show.
I'm not family friendly. I am NSFW, okay, guys? Wow. NSFW.
We peaked over 200 today? Wow.
That would be wild. Aw, thanks. Thanks, Jay. Yeah.
Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and that like button.
They're all free. It's gotta be a good fit. Hey-o! They do it too.
I know. That's why I'm laughing. It's highly entertaining.
Sorry.
Our community knows us very well.
They do.
We got a couple comments about our innuendo conversations. I don't remember.
You do it bad lately. I was like, dang, I didn't even go there.
Squirter.
I didn't even go there.
Well, you were like, did you see that? I'm like, yeah, he's a squirter. Like, he didn't just get stabbed and die. Like, he was like...
You have to do it from your crotch. Just from your crotch. Just...
That's the way it goes.
Oh my God. Just the tip, Paul. Just the tip.
Yikes.
Better be a big tip. Just...
And don't forget to join the channel to vote and to submit questions to the podcast.
If you had a dragon, what would you name it? I think I would just keep it original and I would call him Drogon.
Drogon the Second?
Yeah. Drogon Jr.
That's not how they name things in this world.
I know. Drogon the Second. Drogon the Second of his name, King of the Andals, creator of the wheel. I don't know. Look, fired!
Oh my God.
Holder of fire. Breaker of chains.
I don't know if Nikki's more demented. I think she's just more willing to say it.
Yeah, I say a lot. I mean, I'm like this in real life. This is what I do. People move their seat away. They just, I don't want to talk to you anymore. They do it. It's happened. John Baratheon, absolutely.
Made my eye tear.
Iron. I named my dragon George. Aw, Gregory. What? You'd name it Shuriken? What is that? But dragon is most likely one of the last dragons that has been named. Oh, you mean Drogon?
Halloween this year we'll probably be dressing up as Walking Dead because that's the show that will air on.
Yeah, Spitter of Fire. There you go.
On Halloween this year.
Daenerys Targaryen, Viserys Targaryen from season 1. You can only call one to save your life. Well, Viserys is probably not going to do it. He's probably going to wait 3 years. So probably not him.
Can we rely on Daenerys from season 1 to save our life?
Season 1? She wasn't ready yet. The smoke from the wildfires, right? Name your dragon Nikki. Oh, God. Spitters, not quitters. Oh, my God! You guys are dirty. You're worse than me sometimes.
I'm ready to put Walking Dead behind us, to be honest.
Honestly. They've dragged that shit out a little bit too much, maybe.
I'm ready.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here.
Okay. I'll
yeah,
probably go
dang!
What time do I have to have her at practice?
4:30.
4:30, okay.
So you gotta leave here by
4:15.
4:20.
Easy. Wait, is it at Big Sky?
Oh, good question. I think it's over here.
Oh, well, that's horrible.
Oh, it's at Big Sky.
Okay.
Yeah. Good thing. I would have taken her to the other one. Oops. Y'all need Jesus, absolutely. I heard they're trying to make up for the... No, don't do that. Make up for the ending of Game of Thrones. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's always rated mature. There's cussing involved. Yes, thank you, Trisha. You guys, if you want to chat with us all day, Discord is the place to be. It's just a chat, it's like a giant chat room with different, other rooms that are shooting off of it. It's fun there. There's lots of, share your pets, share your birthday, share your Game of Thrones discussions, not spoilers. If it hasn't happened in the show, then it hasn't happened. But, please feel free to join in their Discord using the link below.
Game of Thrones merch, all of it comes from the community.
Well, and Target.
And Target.
Target.
And there's no contest for a PS5.
Yes, the Discord is mature. If you, I prefer you be an adult to go in there. There's mature content. I would not be okay with my child joining my Discord.
We'll probably watch the Rick and Michonne shows, but I don't know if we'll do reactions to it.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
We'll see what's happening.
And again, we are not doing a giveaway. If you see a comment from us and it says, message me on Telegram and you want a PS5,
don't.
That's not for me. Do not give out any of your personal information to anybody on the internet.
Please don't fall for that.
Yes, please don't be gullible.
But I now understand why these things...
Calf.
I do understand now why these things exist, because people do fall for it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's very sad. Because who the hell knows...
$5 billion. $5 billion.
Who knows what kind of information who you're giving your information to, and then getting taken advantage.
Paul, that's correct. The content in Discord is mature. The people are not. That's perfect. It is a trap. I would love the custom cutting board, to be honest. That'd be kind of awesome. Yes, this is intense. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
We haven't sold a piece of merch in a year.
Yeah, that's okay.
Oh, we actually got a response from YouTube.
We're aware of the issue. Please. Yeah, that pisses me off too. The audacity to use our little profile picture. Fuck off. Still waiting for the ball tea. Wait, what? Did you order a ball tea mug and you didn't get it? Or the actual ball tea? You're still waiting for the actual ball tea that we have. We need Madrinas needs to pick that up.
I don't think Madrinas knows how large our community is.
Actual tea. Yeah. I feel you.
But then again, we don't sell that much coffee, so it doesn't move the needle enough for us to get our own.
Yeah. Sometimes the people claiming to have respond are fake as well. Ooh.
I mean, I need a proper merch artist to design something, because I'm not doing that.
Oh, I tried my best. I tried to design merch. It's hard.
I mean, you designed it with our artist's work. But like people want a this is intense or he's a Baratheon or a better version of a ball t-shirt. Like that ball t-shirt that I made, again, I tried my best, but
You did really good. I like the little tea bags with our faces on it.
we need an
That was perfect.
we need an actual designer to make something.
Which game were you guys playing against each other? I want to go rewatch.
Oh, what was
It
that
Takes
called?
Two?
No, well that's one of them. But the one where we were arm wrestling, A Way Out.
A Way Out.
A Way Out. I don't know if that's anywhere to be found.
Me too, Amber. That's like one of my favorite. I need a bigger size of it because it's gained a little bit of weight. But I think that shirt's a medium. I need to get it in a large. Yeah. Oh, I gotta go. I have to go pick up children now, guys.
Well, you don't get in the car lane.
I don't get in
pickup
the
line.
Y'all, if you guys take or pick up children from school and you are in the car line, do not get out of your fucking car. The car line is for children who are able to open and shut the fucking door. If they can't do it on their own, you need to park your happy ass, get out, and walk your child to and from school. If you get in the car line and you get out of the car to help your child get in the car, get the fuck out of here.
And on that
Sorry.
note, Nikki's gonna go pick up kids.
That makes me so mad. Stop getting out of the car.
I'm gonna hang out with you for a couple more minutes.
Ah. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Fuck. You really want to piss me off? Get out of your car.
You're in the car line right now. Ride the bus. I didn't ride the bus.
Oh, there's a notification.
I don't want someone else taking my kids to school. I don't know anything about that bus driver. What kind of driving habits they have.
Alright, guys. Love your faces. I'll see you later.
Bye, babe.
Bye, dear. I'll see y'all in Discord. Thank you, mods.
You can leave it open. I'll be off before you guys get home. Yeah, I put in like 20 hours of Red Dead 2. The good ending? I don't know. What's the good ending? There's probably 1,000 endings for Detroit Become Human. What's the good ending? I got my ending. Or our ending. Smoke weed? No, we don't smoke weed. You think I'd be as hyped as I am in some of those videos if I was smoking weed? Sea of Thieves? Yeah, I played Sea of Thieves. We played it a bunch together, actually. Not really, wasn't really my thing. Why abandon The Walking Dead? Because all of the spin-off shows have been awful. And we're fans of the original show. I'm not playing any game. My focus has shifted a lot on this business. I haven't really had time to play. I think Nate's gonna get his ass beat. Of course you heard it will be good. The promotion for any show is not going to tell you that it's going to be bad. Fear the Walking Dead was garbage. What was that other really stupid show that came out not that long ago? It was really bad. I don't even remember the name of it. Any closer? Yeah. In my mind, I am. I don't know if I'm actually closer. I think the Negan and Maggie spinoff will be good. Based off of what? World Beyond. Thank you, Iron. Yeah, World Beyond was terrible. Fear the Walking Dead was horrible. After season 1, season 2 and 3, shit. Supposedly season 4 was okay. When Morgan showed up, horrible storyline. Absolutely, like, obviously the only reason they inserted him and Dwight were to bring viewers in. Terrible storylines. Horrible show. Booty cheeks. And World Beyond was probably one of the worst shows I've ever seen. I didn't say no to what. How does a Game of or a Walking Dead rant equate to Lord of the Rings not happening? Or is that just a random question? We don't have time right now for Lord of the Rings. We'll hopefully get to it at some point. I just don't understand the idea of, like, the main show's viewership dipped. How is that an idea? Like, how does that spark an idea that we need more Walking Dead shows? The show dipped while still live on air, and they're launching all these new shows while the show's still on. I don't know. I don't have time to wait for something to get good eventually. I'm not going to sit down and watch like 3 seasons of Fear the Walking Dead to when it gets good. That's just... I'm a big believer in being productive with your time and being efficient with your time. And that's not an efficient, effective way of using your time. The Tales of the Walking Dead anthology is worse than any other Walking Dead content. Its writing is so bad. That's unfortunate to hear. What's up? But it only takes 100 episodes to get good. How about some original shows? Let's stop making spin-offs and make some original content. Come on, there's a lot of really smart creators out there. Use the big brain and write a new, unique, original show. There's a lot of them out there. Everything's either like a remake, a spin-off, or something being created out of source material. Oh, that's why you asked about Lord of the Rings. Gotcha. Your rating on House of the Dragon so far, 1 to 10? I'd probably give it like 8.8. I'm not really a sitcom fan, no. Walking Dead should have ended a long time ago. I think there'd be less animosity towards The Walking Dead if there wasn't so much Walking Dead content. I very much enjoy the original show still. I could want it to end and still love it at the same time. Jon Snow rules. Thank you for the 2. Respect your opinion, but I'm enjoying the. That's fine. Enjoy everything. Don't let my opinion or anyone else's opinion sway you from liking something. Don't ever let that happen. Don't ever let anyone's opinion spoil your fun. honestly, I love the introduction of Negan in The Walking Dead. That's what a lot of people stopped watching. But I love Negan's intro. But I would probably go with, I watched a lot of The Walking Dead all at once, so a lot of the seasons are kind of blurred together for me. I loved the prison season. Mike Flanagan's new show, Midnight Club. It's on our schedule. I don't think we're going to be able to get to it, though. I mean, his shows have been so good. Have y'all reacted to The Witcher yet? Yeah, every episode is on our channel. Yeah, go check it out. I wouldn't go that far. High Republic content is excellent. The Thrawn content is excellent. Rebels... Mandalorian is good. Andor. What are you referring to? Sudden impulse. K-dramas? No, not really. After Squid Game, we're done with really any foreign content, to be honest. Last Kingdom, love it. Negan's one of the best villains. 100%. I mean, Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Negan is one of my favorites. Someone said Disney ruined Star Wars. I mean, they have. Most of the movies are bad. Obi-Wan was super underwhelming. Book of Boba Fett was terrible. The Mandalorian is great because of Dan and Dave, or not Dan and Dave. I'm thinking Game of Thrones of Favreau and Filoni. Hello. Solo's a terrible movie. The sequel trilogy's a absolute. Regardless of what you think of the movies individually, it's a horrible, horrible trilogy. There's bright spots in it because of the creators, but hiring a writer to write the Obi-Wan show who really made it obvious that he had no knowledge of Revenge of the Sith is super silly. Like, what kind of business decision is that? That doesn't make any sense. I think Andor will be fine. Rogue One's by far the best movie in the Disney era. Like, not even a question. I don't think that's at all a debate. So I think the Andor story could be good, but what are the stakes? We already know what the stakes are. So it's a situation where you got a prequel story that's going to have to find a way to build stakes. And that's my concern. Rogue One did an awesome job of building the stakes and setting the tone. I don't know if Rogue One can do it. Oh yeah, there's a Fallen Order full playthrough on this channel. Rogue One's in my top 5 for sure. It's actually number 5 on my list. The Mandalorian is great because, again, Favreau and Filoni, and they're touching a time period that doesn't really interfere with any of the OG characters. Obviously, Luke has made an appearance in that show, and Ahsoka has made an appearance in that show, and some other folks from previous Star Wars content has. Now, this third season of Mandalorian, it's going to start creeping into an area that a lot of hardcore fans love. So it'll be interesting to see how they handle this Mandalore storyline and everything with the Mandalorians, because, again, when you're touching content that has a history, people get very sensitive about it. Better Call Saul or Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is my favorite show of all time, but Better Call Saul is the best show I've ever seen. If that makes sense. I don't have a ton of knowledge of the High Republic, but yeah, if there's a way to tell a new, fresh story that's so far out of the current timeline, it would be great. Yeah, I like Sandman very much. Star Wars and the MCU are falling off. I'm so down on the MCU, it's not even funny. I'm not excited for anything Marvel related right now. Until they prove me wrong. Top 5 female character, like shows or movies? That's a tough question. I think I'd probably put Kim Wexler number 1. Arya Stark, probably in that top 5. Wanda is one of my favorites, even though I hate how they handled her character in the Strange movie. Wanda's super dope. Princess Leia. Leia Organa Solo. Black Panther, yes. The trailer, I'm like, yeah, Black Panther looks like it'll be fucking insane. But I'm concerned that the trailer was too good. Anytime a trailer's that good, it makes me a little nervous. Because it's like, wait, can the movie be as good as the trailer? When is Black Panther coming out? Is that this year? Jessica Jones from season 1 is an amazing character. Never saw season 2. Carol from The Walking Dead. Amazing character. I think I named 5. Judith. You're excited for the next Avengers movie? Why? Do you even know what it's going to entail? There's going to be a bunch of kid Avengers running around. Lagatha, thank you. Lagatha's amazing character. Loved Lagatha. I'll be excited for the next Avengers movie if there's a lot of twerking going on. That'll make me really happy. Black Panther's on November 11th. Oh, shit. Okay. That might be a hard one to wait to go see. You really wish Endgame was the last one? At this point, it kind of feels like they should have just... Yeah, didn't you see the credit scene for the latest She-Hulk? Twerking. Riveting stuff. I just want them to get serious again. I like superhero content to be serious. I don't care. Like, I like the jokes that the MCU sprinkles through their content. I don't like it all to be goofy and funny. I don't know. That's just my view. My favorite comic book movies are all fucking dark as hell. I've not seen Interstellar, no. I don't like that's why, that's part of the, like, well, that is the reason why Thor Ragnarok's not as high on my list as other people. I thought it was too goofy. Have not seen Love and Thunder. It'll definitely be on the vote this week because it comes out on Disney Plus. Interstellar's a 3-hour movie. I don't know if we'll ever get to it. We'll see. I like dark shit. I don't give two shits about She-Hulk's family and the 3-minute scene that we got of them at the dinner table. Like, I don't care. That is not what I want to watch when I turn on the MCU. My opinion. We've gotten small snippets of people's family, and it's been used in a very effective way. I don't feel like anything that's happening in She-Hulk is being used in an effective way. I don't think the fourth wall breaks work. The CGI, and I hate to talk about CGI because generally I couldn't give two shits about CGI. I know Interstellar's not MCU. I know that. But like the CGI in She-Hulk just sucks me out of the, like, I mean, the bad writing is sucking me out of the moment anyways, but like what I conceive as bad writing. But the CGI is just it's like so distracting. The Mist had incredible CGI. The Mist. Ugh. She-Hulk walking looked like a GTA cut. I keep saying that it looks like my character in Tarkov while I'm glitching. While I'm losing my FPS. Bad CGI could just really pull you out of a moment. And like they had a twerking scene, and even the CGI on the twerking didn't look like. If you're gonna put twerking in a comic book show, at least have good CGI, please. At least have it look good. It didn't even look good. Come on. The Room was supposed to be shitty. People said The Mist was good. There's a lot of people who say The Mist is a good movie. The Room, I don't think one person, with the exception of the creator, would say that The Room is actually a good movie. Moon Knight was good. I enjoyed Moon Knight. Only if there's a season 2 of Moon Knight. And I don't think Gina Carano's getting any more work at Disney ever again. I didn't notice bad CGI in House of the Dragon. I'm not a CGI expert, so it has to be like insanely bad for it to jump out at me. I'm generally watching content for the story and the characters, not the special effects. Marvel gave short deadlines to the VFX artists to just make sure. I mean, you've heard so many problems with the visual effects artists and Marvel these days. I don't know. I respect your opinions and love your videos. Thank you. What about Solo? Was it a good movie? It was a good movie. It's just the worst Star Wars movie ever made.
Warning, Solo sucks rant.
It's not a bad movie. It's just a bad Star Wars movie. Movie night is Saturday, and we don't have a movie yet because the community has to vote. Jen, go see Solo. Paul, shut up. I mean, the whole professional lawyer thing, it doesn't feel like it doesn't, from all the lawyer offices that I've not ever really been in one, because I never really needed to visit a lawyer before, but everything that I've ever seen when it comes to a law office definitely doesn't look like what they're showing in She-Hulk. What are the movie op? They're not up yet. The vote's not up yet. You have to join the channel to vote. The link's at the top of the chat over there. You got to join the membership. I'm going to try to get the vote up early this week. But also not an expert, so I don't really know. It just, I would expect a law office to be a little different than what they're presenting. I don't know. Is it official that Daredevil's going to be in? So they do a fourth wall break, making fun of the people complaining about the show about there being cameos in every episode, which there's been a cameo in every episode. Is Daredevil really going to be in She-Hulk? Is that a thing? You're going to bring that serious ass character into She-Hulk? Damon's my favorite character so far. Damon with Rhaenyra very close behind. You don't need to post comment 3 times. Don't do that. He was in the trailer. Oh, I didn't watch any of the trailers for She-Hulk. So they're making fun. Like, this is where the bad writing comes into play. And again, I'm not a writer, I'm not an expert, but this is just my thought process on it. So they do a fourth wall break where they're making fun of the potential people complaining about the show. Oh, they're making fun of themselves, but then they're actually going to put a cameo in every episode. I don't think that enhances the story at all. I think it makes it look kind of silly. How do you feel about the time jumps in House of the Dragons? We did a whole hour podcast on that. But the concerns are floating in my head. I don't think they're gonna jump past something important. I don't know what Drogon. What about Drogon? Was there a question that I missed? Hawkeye had a good cameo and it made sense. Was Hawkeye in the episode, or did they just talk about him? She-Hulk writer said she relied on the cameos to carry the show. That's all you need to know. Bad show then. Someone asked your favorite dragon. Oh, okay. I missed that question. I don't know. Damon's dragon, what is it? Like, I don't know the fucking dragon names. Damon's dragon is, I think, my favorite so far because he's so unique looking. Or she. Do we know if Damon's dragon's a female or a male? See, I don't even know how to say that. Syraxis? I'm terrible with pronunciations. Someone phonetically write it in chat for me so I know how to say it. No S? Damon's dragon is from Mortal Kombat. Syraxis. Syraxis? Syraxis. Syraxis. Caraxes. Shit. I love chat so much. You guys are never on the same page. It's the best. Caraxes. Syraxes. I love you guys. You're the best. Kryrax. Oh, man. Cyrax. Caraxus. Car accident. What the fuck? Carrex. Bob. Cyrax. I think you guys have literally listed like 10 ways to pronunciate the name. I love it. Cyrax. Oh, Cyrax is Rhaenyra's dragon. What would be the name of my dragon? Lou. My dragon would be Black. Nikki went to go pick up kids from school. Solo the Black Tread. She's in the chat, yeah. Sea Smoke is dope. Good. I want my enemies to underestimate me and my dragon. It's like, oh, your dragon's name is Lou? Who's Lou? What movie's that from, chat? What movie? Don't let me down. What movie's that from? Who's Lou? You guys better get it right. Tommy Lee. Barney. Thor Ragnarok's in the house. You guys don't know? No one? Who's Lou? The driver? League of Their Own! Let's go! Got it. Hey, Thor Ragnarok, I think your movie's highly overrated. But I love Thor. Not to throw any shade at Thor Ragnarok in the chat. What show from Ice and Fire would you want to see after is Robert's Rebellion in Ice and Fire? The jumps are jarring, but I'm dealing. You're my boy, Blue. Thor 3 was the best, but 4 was kind of... Well, I mean, I haven't seen the newest Thor, but all the ones... Like, I think Thor has the worst series of movies. Even though Thor in... Basically... Thor in Infinity War and Beyond is like, well, I'm not going to say that because I did not like Fat Thor at all. Infinity War Thor was by far my favorite. He's one of my favorite characters in the MCU. Yeah, Love and Thunder drops tomorrow. it'll be in the vote. It'll be interesting to see how it does. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to say good day or good night or good morning, wherever you are in the world. Thank you guys for hanging out for another podcast live stream. We appreciate y'all very much. Next stream will be movie night. I'm going to get the vote up ASAP. There's a bunch of movies I want to put in the poll, but I don't think they're affordable yet for everyone. I really want to put Black Phone in the vote, but it's still not cheap for our folks in the, I just think everywhere outside the US, I think. So until those prices come down, they're not going to hit votes. Where can you vote? You got to become a member of the channel. There's a link at the top of the chat. Give you an option to join. And then I'll post a community tab post for members only. And it's going to go into Patreon also moving forward. So if you're a member and a patron, you get double the vote. Episode 4 Sandman is scheduled for tomorrow. It's knowing what our schedule is. If you want to keep track of it, it's on the Discord. But that'll be the next video tomorrow. As long as I have time to edit it. I might not have time to edit it. It might go up Friday. But we're watching it tonight. That's why I don't put days anymore on the schedule. But there's only 4... Actually, I can't do a Friday because we have Cobra Kai for Friday. There's too much shit to do. Why do you keep asking about Comcast? It's a cable provider. Cable and internet company. I'm from New Jersey, but I live in California. But I gotta go get some lunch and chill out before we take kids to softball. So appreciate all y'all, everyone who dropped in questions. Everyone who super chatted, everyone who joined the channel. The memberships are massive. We have gifted memberships here now too, which is huge. But yeah, if you want to contribute, if you want to have an impact on the movies we watch, if you want to contribute in the podcasts, it's all perks of memberships. So join that. The link's there. There's always a link in the Discord as well. So yeah, we'll catch you guys later. I don't think Stream Elements is working. Poop. See you guys later.